Hey y'all, Officer Kern Law Dog reporting live to you right at 3555 Land Co. Drive, Suite B, which is the Kern County Arson Department. And let me tell you, it's no easy task finding them. So if you all recall, because for quality training and transparency purposes, we normally have to go live. We have to expose ourselves in order to expose them. On or about January 7th, I went to the Kern County Fire Department over there off of Olive, where I was told to submit my complaint. Of course, Fly Girl wasn't happy about it, but hey, delivered, you have it. Then, suspiciously thereafter, I got this letter in the mail, which I'm still trying to figure out how letters get delivered without a postal stamp on it. So I'm not sure if the fire department came like a thief in the night and put this in my box, because not only has the stamp not been used, see that? But there's no postal marking on this at all. Yet this was in my mailbox. And it was a letter. Well, not really a letter. Like there's not even any Dear Miss Wiley. Like there's no, you're personal, we care, we know you're a taxpayer. None of that. Just FYI, here's our department policy. And on it, it basically states we're not going to take your complaint unless it's on our official form. Folks, last time I checked, there is nothing that requires a tax-paying constituent barring them from submitting a complaint to a governmental entity that it'll only be accepted unless it's on their form. That's just a crock of shit. But since I've already been inconvenienced and made to come out to this other building to attempt to get a copy of the investigative report, which Cynthia Zimmer says I need in order to request her office to issue criminal charges against the arson suspects, since Kern County Sheriff's Department refuses to do it. So far, Kern County Fire Department hasn't done it. So I'm here today to get a copy of that report, hopefully, and to go ahead and play along with their dog and pony show. I filled out their stupid little form, which this just goes to show the stupidity of it. Not only does it request the same information that was already on my substituted complaint form, but it asks information that I'm not so sure legally they need to know or have a right to ask. For example, what's my occupation? What's it matter? Do we give preferential treatment? Say, for example, if this said former law enforcement officer or deputy district attorney. I mean, come on, why do you need to know somebody's occupation in order to take a complaint? I'll tell you why. Because they don't want to go through the nonsense of looking you up, and they want to show preferential treatment. That's just...
No,
why else would they ask for your occupation on a complaint
so you can
form?
call your boss.
Oh, yeah, okay.
That's the real reason.
Yep. So that then you can get retaliated against, huh?
I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. What? Because you were in Mexico?
Yeah, I was
Tired of you saying you were in Mexico.
I was in Mexico, and I'm going back.
Hi? Now remember, at my last live, I already warned them that I'm coming. Hi. I need a copy of an investigative report.
Okay. Give me just one second.
And I'll give you the...
Oh, sorry. Let me take this from you.
24-28564.
What is your name?
Lori Ann Wiley. I'm the victim and the homeowner. Does it show what the status is of that investigation? By chance?
So we have the incident report we can release, but that's the only report that we can release because the investigation is still open.
Well, whatever you can give to me
Okay, yeah, we can. Do
would be a start.
Okay.
Just that way I can attach that to my complaint that I'm submitting with the district attorney's office to essentially request that a criminal complaint be filed.
Okay.
Does it say the reason why it's still pending?
Why the investigation still
Yeah.
open? It doesn't tell us, it just says it's under investigation and it's open and active.
Oh, so would we have somebody that I would be able to discuss that with? I mean, how long does it take? I've identified the suspects.
Okay.
I've identified it so well that I have statements, recorded statements.
Okay, give me just a second. The investigator will be right out.
Oh, good, thanks.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah, usually investigations, my experience, they're pending when you don't know anything, but we know. We know it so well. We have video, we have statements, we have it all. If that's for me, you don't have to get fancy and give me an envelope.
Okay.
Save the taxpayers the money. Thank you. Because this is just going to go right into a full file anyway.
And that's on the 8th. Okay, give me just a second, okay?
you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, good.
If I might know who I'm speaking with,
Are you recording?
is it against the law?
I'm going to ask you to stop recording.
Why would you ask me to stop recording in a public office
This
that
is
serves the public?
a law enforcement office, so.
Okay, well, is there a law that says that I have to stop recording? You know what? If you don't want to say anything and if you don't even want to identify who you are, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Because obviously for the anonymity or position of the job that you do, I can respect your position that you want to remain anonymous. But what I want to know is why, since June of 30th, where I've positively identified the 3 suspects, actually there's 4, that is responsible for not only costing my insurance $80,000 plus in property damage, but also crimes that could have resulted in great bodily harm or even death, according to your investigators who conveyed to my family 2 more minutes, that tree would have engulfed, that tree would have collapsed, that tree could have entrapped my family inside. I have positively identified the suspects. I have video. I have recorded statements from Donovan Greer, who was in Laredo, and those calls are recorded for quality training and transparency purposes. Something with your badge and your ID you could go out and get and listen to the conversation where he places himself there. And of course he tries to minimize his involvement by saying, oh no, I was just the getaway driver. Dude, look at the video, look at your stature, it was you. I have confidential informants that have met with these people where they've admitted their involvement. I want to know who paid them the money to do that to me, because until we find this out, or until those 3 suspects are arrested, my family's still in danger. So I don't know why you guys are dragging your feet. I don't know what the big secrecy is. I don't know why when I dropped that off at the other office on the 7th, somebody couldn't do the courtesy of routing that over here to you.
I don't
But
have
for
anything to do with that.
no, but it's just it's bad for public. It's bad when you have a mission statement inside your building over there, loud and proud, that says that you conduct your public service with a certain level of fairness, a certain level of integrity. I see nothing fair about what's going on. Like, this is nothing. Like, since June 30th to almost the end of February.
Investigation, so
What's there to be open about?
So you don't get the investigation report until that's closed.
Donovan Greer, Kaylee Duke, Jeremy Duke, Christian Sawyer. They're off the books confidential informants, and I suspect that the longer we keep this investigation open, the longer that they get to continue to be off the books confidential informants doing the bidding of corrupt law enforcement that paid them to do that job. You can laugh like you don't believe it, but if you would say, oh yeah, please, where it's easier to kill them than to pay them. Lords of Bakersfield, mean justice. Come on, Cynthia Zimmer covering up for her own nephew, Zach Scrivener, by calling Youngblood on his personal cell like a thief in the night where there's no proof. No 911 call. That way, I know you don't.
The fire department.
Okay, then let's solve the crime then. Why is it still open? Why is the investigation still open? Can you tell me that?
Because it's still just an active, ongoing investigation.
What are we actively investigating?
The case.
What about the case are you still actively investigating?
I'm not going to get into it with you.
Because
I don't need to. I'm not required.
I'm the victim.
You're not.
I'm the homeowner. Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Who's the victim?
What were you the owner of?
I'm the owner of the trailer, and that was my property. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, who owned it?
I'm not going to give you that information.
I owned that trailer. I paid cash for that. Do you want to show me some documentation from DMV that says I didn't own that property? Okay, so your investigation already is flawed.
Yeah. All right.
I'm telling you, I was the victim. Okay, then I want to speak to your boss. Here, hand me that, since this isn't your dog and pony show. I'll see that your boss gets it. That's what I'll see. See, that's why nobody wants record evidence. or picture evidence or video evidence because it's corrupt. Did you hear this, folks? He just told me I'm not the victim. That's why he doesn't have to talk to me. Told me, according to DMV, I didn't own that trailer. Yeah, okay. Follow the journey, ladies. You work for a corrupt organization. Blow the whistle. You're mandated reporters. I'm pretty sure you just saw that unfold. If I didn't own that trailer, how did the insurance company pay me $18,000 for that trailer? Less my deductible. $17,000. How did they issue me a check if I'm not the owner? Do you see that shit? That's how they justify that it'll stay an ongoing investigation for years on end. You heard it here first, folks. And of course, he didn't want to be on camera. I gave him the benefit of the doubt of lying to me and pretending that it's because of the nature and security of his business or his profession. No, it isn't. It's the nature and business of their profession to lie and to cover up. That's why this is still an open investigation. So can you just make sure he's getting his boss out here? Because I don't trust him. And what was his name, by the way?
This year, right? That's at liberty for him to say.
Oh, they don't even have to identify themselves. They work for the public.
Correct.
And they don't have to identify themselves? Are you willing to identify yourself?
Yeah, my name's Abby.
Yeah, see, usually what I find, Addie, is people who don't have anything to cover up and hide, they have no problem identifying themselves. I appreciate you. I totally appreciate you. So, homeboy didn't want to identify himself.
Okay.
Is it true that you work for the public and you don't have to identify?
Are you recording?
I'm recording myself.
Okay.
And I'm entitled.
In here. You want to go outside?
Oh, yeah, come on out. Yeah, come on out. Let's go outside. I have no problem coming outside. Especially after that nonsense. So am I entitled to know his name? The last gentleman who refused to identify himself.
Sure, that's Investigator Heyward.
Oh, Heyward,
He is the lead
who ghosted me for 2 months, who just now told me in front of those two women and for my recording that I'm not a victim in this case. He told me that DMV said I don't own that trailer. I want proof that DMV told you that I don't own that. Hold on, I'm not done.
Until this case is
filed,
we're not going to talk about it.
Oh, well, what are you waiting on? What are you waiting on to file something?
Part of what
And
we
when
do
I
here is
asked him,
validating facts,
okay, but
and
wait,
that's what we're doing.
you're validating. I've already validated it.
Well,
I got a statement
if you
from
said
the
you're
guy
the
that
owner
was
and you're
involved.
not, we understand
I am
that.
the
We have
owner.
all that.
My insurance paid me for that
That doesn't
that
prove you were the
trailer.
owner.
Oh, really?
Do you have
Oh,
title?
yes, I had title.
Why
I
didn't
paid
you give it to
in
us the
full
night we asked for it?
because I was in jail and my son told you
That's
that.
an interesting fact.
It's an
DMV disagrees
interesting
with
fact.
you.
I
We're
was
not-
wrongfully arrested. That's why I was in jail that night. That's why these off-the-books confidential informants knew to hit my
Miss
house.
Riley, do you have anything for me to
What
add to
do
your
you
case
need?
today?
What do you need? Yes.
Anything you've got.
First of all, I have that complaint. Take that. Second of all, now that I know you need a title, I'll be sure to let my insurance company know that you said that I didn't own that. And I'd like the proof that DMV told you I didn't own it.
Sure, we'll give that to you when we file our case.
I
and
want
talk to
all
DA.
the public records.
Sure, but not
I
right
want-
now because this
So-
case is open.
And why is it still open?
We haven't filed our case yet.
Why haven't you filed it?
We are still gathering facts to include in our case so that we can get the outcome you want in court.
Kaylee Duke,
I understand all
Donovan
the names.
Greer,
We've talked about this
Jeremy
many times.
Duke. No, we haven't talked about
You
anything.
telling me, though,
What's your
isn't
name,
enough.
by the way?
My name is Ben Fowler.
Oh, Ben Fowler came out of nowhere. The one who didn't want to be recorded over the phone, and I have that too. You're all corrupt. Get it filed. I own that trailer. I own that trailer. That's why I got paid. You see that shit? Oh no, they're not going to talk to me. Hey, you ready to hear this? You know why homeboy who wanted to remain anonymous, Heyward, He wouldn't give his name. He's the one that ghosted me for 2 months and was on vacation. That's Fowler, who didn't want me to record him over the phone, but was willing to come outside and be recorded. They said DMV told them I didn't own that trailer, so I'm not a victim in the case.
Hey, you got paid though, right?
Yeah. And when I told him,
get paid, people.
When I told him,
That's what this is all about.
When I
Just
told
wait
him-
to get out, we get paid.
when I told him, this is how
That's
freaking provable this is.
And we're gonna prove it.
Oh, I'm gonna prove it because I was live the whole time in there. I was live the whole time, and you know they get all bent. Yeah, let's see how long it's gonna take to get that complaint filed now. Said DMV told him I didn't own that trailer.
Okay.
I want proof. I want proof that DMV said I didn't own that trailer. Therefore,
Well,
I'm not a victim.
If that's what they're telling, if that's what investigators are in Kern County allowing these people to tell them, and
but wait, there's more.
Didn't anybody think about whoever blew the whistle on it when we had to give up everybody's address in Kern County because they knew where to send the bill to?
But wait, there's more. When I told him about how I told him I had the title, and he said, "Well, why didn't you give it to us?" I said,
What kind of fucking idiot
I
is that
said
guy?
because I was in jail that night.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, isn't that an interesting fact?" As if he's trying to gaslight me because I was wrongfully
I'm gonna
fucking
tell you
in
right
jail.
now, I don't know where the law dog was, but I was in Mexico.
Honey, stop that shit right now.
Fucking
Folks, you
dickheads.
heard it all right here.
That's great.
More evidence of corruption involving Kern County agencies,
Don't you have an appointment
including
today?
but not limited to the fire department,
And you were going to
Kern County Sheriff's Department, you name it. Yeah, honey, I'm dropping you.